Hey, good morning, DMS Gens families. I hope your Thursday is off to a fantastic start. My video is going to be a little bit longer than usual. You probably had to follow a link to get here. It doesn't fit in the time constraint given by Instagram or Facebook, but I felt like it was really important for me to share as completely as I could with you. And I do have some notes that are kind of going along with this, but understand this comes from my heart. This is something that's been weighing on me for a few days now. And I just wanted to take a moment to address, the chaos and the uncertainty and the fear that is a result of the inequity and the inequality that is being so clearly highlighted right now in our country. And what's going on is more than a reaction to a singular event. Now, the event, the death of George Floyd at the hands of a law enforcement officer in Minneapolis is heartbreaking. Every time I watch the video, it just tears at me. And that event is a catalyst that's changing the way that our society is talking about a broken system, a system that we really need to look at, because it seems like it's a system that bases the value of human life not on humanity, but on race or on social class. And I want to remind you that, I'm talking about DMS. We're not perfect, but it's not a place where we tolerate behavior that's based on race or any other designation. And I don't mean we don't tolerate it because we're a school. I mean, we don't tolerate it because it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable at school. It's unacceptable in the workplace. It's unacceptable at home. It's unacceptable when you're out shopping. It's unacceptable online. It's unacceptable behavior. And if it is unacceptable, it doesn't matter where you're doing it, it's not right. It's not tolerable. At DMS, we don't believe that who you are is determined by where you're born or to whom you're born. At DMS, we don't believe that it's okay to treat somebody badly just because they don't act the same way you do. At DMS, we believe that, we don't have the right to shove our worldview on someone else, whether or not they want it. And at DMS, we don't believe that a person can act without their actions having an impact on those around them. And I think we've seen that through all the stories of great inequity and also great love that have come, out of our nation in just the last week or so. What I can't do is offer an easy solution for the ills that plague our nation, but I can call attention to the fact that we are a nation necessarily equipped to have genuine, open conversations with each other about inequity and about the fear and the pain that it brings. We are the most diverse nation in the world, and it's time we started valuing that diversity and the opportunities it brings rather than fearing one another and fearing diversity. At DMS, we're committed to the promise that everyone must be successful. You hear me say it almost every day. And now we face the challenges of looking beyond what success means to us just as individuals and thinking in terms of what success looks like for a whole community. It's a community that cares about each other. We want a community that values people, a community that values feelings and the need to share and express those feelings before an explosion of frustration like what we're seeing in our streets today. And we have to be able to communicate. We have to be able to hear each other. And we have to be able to understand that not everybody shares the same view of what's going on in our world. And it's our responsibility to make it as inclusive as we can. It is my fervent hope that our country's leaders will stop looking for people to blame and start looking for solutions. Start listening, start learning, start leading into an area of equity and treating people as people, regardless of skin color or any of the other things we've allowed to divide us in the last 2 centuries. At DMS, we can do more than hope. At DMS, we can promise that success for all is our goal, and that each and every student, every family member, every teacher, every staff member, every community member is truly valued. And I want to make sure you know that you all matter, every single one of you, because to someone, you're the person that makes a difference in their world. So you all matter, every one of you. And anyone who would suggest otherwise has missed out on what it means to be human, to honor justice, and to contribute to our success. Above all, remember that there are people who you can and should talk to about your feelings right now. Don't try to deal with this alone. Okay? Reach out to a friend, a family member, a teacher, a principal, anyone you can trust to give you genuine feedback and to just hear you as you talk about your feelings and the way we as a community can find our way forward to a better place. A place where we not only appreciate each other, but we value each other as well. Folks, I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. Thank you for listening to me. Remember, at DMS, we're going to finish strong, and we must be successful. And we mean that not just for our school, but for our community as well.